Greetings, tubes and tubettes. My name is Quirk Unlimited. This is my first blog or vlog or whatever you want to call it. It's not something I normally do or aspire to do or really ever thought about doing, but I wanted to make this video. It's not a build video. It's not an unboxing. It's not a review. I just wanted to share my experience and give thanks to the retro gaming / emulation community. They've all taught me so much, and without their help, this never would have been possible. And most importantly, I hope to inspire others to do the same. Back when I was a kid, and even up into my teens and being a young adult, I just loved arcades. I never had much money to spend, so I never really got a chance to get really deep into the games or anything, but I still enjoyed playing them when I could. But out of all the bright lights and all the sprites and all the arcades, all of them competing for my attention, the Neo Geo MVS just really stood out to me more than anything. I was blown away by everything Neo Geo. The MVS, the home console, the pocket, the characters, the games, the big sprites, their art style, just everything about it blew my mind. The home console was arcade perfect, but it was difficult to find in any stores, and the price point just made it completely unattainable for me. But for me, the ultimate was to own an actual MVS cabinet. It was a lifelong dream of mine to own one. Nowadays, one can find an MVS pretty reasonably priced, but there's plenty of wear and tear on them, and there's still the space issue. And troubleshooting 20-plus-year-old electronics is not something I'm good at. So I pretty much gave up on it until I saw Ryan at Retropie Games' video on his Mini MVS jamma build. I was so inspired by it. It was so detailed and it gave me the confidence to build my own. So I purchased a kit from his website, and I'll include links in the description. I also want to give thanks to Simply Austin, ETA Prime, and Floob, or Floob, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. If it wasn't for your videos, I never would have been able to figure this out. So here it is. It's my Pi-powered Mini MVS, or MPS as I call it. It's an homage to the original Neo Geo cabinets of the day, but with my own little spin on it. The kit from Retropie Games comes with just about everything you need to make it happen. The controls are all Sanwa parts, and the screen is gorgeous. It's got a high refresh rate, and there's very minimal tearing. And with the help from all these great videos that I mentioned before, I was able to figure it all out. And the whole process was an absolute blast, even though at times I would end up frustrated, scratching my head. He includes templates for all the artwork and an outstanding step-by-step PDF of the build process. It's very detailed. He goes through everything. Make sure you follow it and do multiple dry assemblies to make sure you have everything correct. The painting process took the longest. Filling all the joints and sanding them smooth, multiple coats of primer and paint. But when you put in the time and the patience for the painting process, it really paid off. I had all the vinyl graphics made by a local sign shop with a vinyl plotter, and the color graphics were done just at a local office supply store. With good, clean vector art, the results were really stunning. I was very happy with them. I found the coin door button from groovygamegear.com. I feel that the coin button really gives it that arcade cabinet feel. I didn't really make any modifications or anything, but I did use some gold hardware instead of the included zinc hardware. I felt it gave it more of a finished look instead of leaving them silver or painting them. I felt it would have chipped off pretty quickly. I use frosted plexi behind the marquee artwork. That way it disperses the LED light more evenly. And I found that some games needed a dedicated Player 2 coin button. So I just hot glued a micro switch in the rear and mapped it to the second player coin button. That way it doesn't throw off the symmetry of the front panel. I'm sure there's probably another way, but I just wanted to get back to playing games. Everything inside is powered by 5 volts, and to power the Pi, you just cut and solder a micro USB cable to the 5 volt DC input jack. I did find that most USB cables were too thin of a gauge, even though the description said it was otherwise. So after going through about 3 USB cables and cutting them and not being able to return them, I just ended up using a Pi certified power supply and cut the cable off of that. And I haven't had a problem since. Building it has been an absolute joy, and coupled with attract mode gives it a real slick user experience, and it just puts me in retro heaven. So thanks for watching this video and for checking out my first build. Thanks to everyone that's been putting out all these tutorial videos and build videos. It really made all this possible. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard. So if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope this inspires you to do the same. Please donate to all those communities to help keep this all growing, and I'll have links to that as well. And I'll leave you here with some gameplay footage because I know everybody wants to see that, even though I am not very good.